Rodders.
How you doing, old boy?
That's Stewart. Now, hang on a minute. Before we go any further, what's happened to the Barney? I mean, what happened to the spikes and the blonde? I mean, that explosion in a mattress factory look.
Well, I've heard it called a few things, but never that.
What is it? I mean, why?
I just cut it off. Look, I can put it back the other way just by going like that. You know, so it's not...
Oh, do that again. I like that. And
no receding hairlines here, dear.
And all the years you've been spending on hairdressers, you could have just done that.
It makes a change. Low maintenance.
Yeah, good to have you here. Is maturity setting in, do you think, maybe?
What do you call maturity?
Well, where you get to the point where you say... I mean, you used to be called, or have been called, the wild man of pop, right?
Well, I mean, you can't be sweet 16 for the rest of your life, that's for sure. But I'm certainly enjoying family life.
Yeah. Hey, I mean,
more so than I've ever done.
Are you telling me that we're not going to see the sexy pants and the sequins anymore? I mean, you're not going to wiggle your derriere on the...
Oh, I always wiggle the old tush. I mean, it's a fine line one walks, really, when you're still in this business. And you know, I'm 51 now. I love singing. I mean, you can see that with the last song. But you know,
you get a bit emotional in that song, don't you?
Well, it's an emotional song, and it's a Van Morrison song, by the way. I take no credit, but it's just a great set of lyrics. I mean, it says that's the perfect love song. Have I told you lately that I love you? And we should all do that more often.
Of course.
On a cheerful note.
On a cheerful note. I'm not going to go away from that thought that we had there just now. That if you're not going to use those costumes anymore, are they going to go in a rock and roll museum? Are you going to auction them off?
Well, some of them have. But my daughter, because, you know, there's been a resurgence in 70s clothes right now. My daughter, she's 17, she wears most of them. Yeah. Mind you could get into some of them, dear.
Oh, I could.
Yes.
I could just about squeeze. I might need a shoe on and some Vaseline.
Steady on. The Vaseline I don't mind, it's the shoe on that's a worry.
Now, this new album, which that's a track from, If We Fall in Love Tonight, that's a title which you're going to do later. It's a nice album, a lot of mushy songs, some standards which, you know, standards from you, if you like, that become standards for you. The video, there's some surprise, some real gorgeous girls on there, and there's one in particular, one who caught my eye. She is a dog, and we've got a little clip here. Quick, you will not see much of this lady, so watch a gorgeous creature. Don't know what you found.
Blame, whose fault is it this time? I can see it in your eyes. I know you're wondering, things can change. Say you'll be all mine. I'm gonna love you all the time. Don't let it slip away. And now
She is adorable.
Don't I look like Marlene Dietrich?
You could do a remake of the Blue Lamp, or is it Blue Angel? Blue Angel. Probably end up at the Blue Lamp. Well, and what made you do that? And what do you have your mates?
I wanted to do it all my life.
Really?
It's in all us English gentlemen, British gentlemen. It was the video called for it.
Yeah. I mean, did it just happen, or was that written in as part? Or did you just for a laugh say, "Hey, why don't we do this?"
Yeah, exactly that. I was going to. We have this sort of like drag ball that all the guys get dressed up. All my mates I play football with. I'm a manly man, by the way. We all get dressed up once a year and do this thing with our wives, get dressed up as guys, and it just happens to be the same day as I did the video. So,
music and football would be two of your three favourite things in life, right? And you started very early with the football because your dad managed a side. Yeah. Do you remember the name of the team?
Highgate Red Wing.
Highgate Red Wing.
Yeah.
And did you play for them? You didn't?
Oh, yeah, they started in 1945 and they still exist, by the way, which is tremendous. Yeah? My dad and my brother started the team in 45, the year I was born, and the team still exists, which is...
I mean, that was on your way, if you like, because you nearly became a pro.
For 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks?
2 weeks, an apprentice, yeah.
At Brentford?
Just down there, you know, seeing if they could play, but I wasn't dedicated to it. I'd really sort of fallen in love with music, and that's the way I thought I was going to go.
Because you got a team in America. You got in Hollywood when you're there.
Yeah, a team called the Exiles. We play the
Who do you play?
That is a bona fide league. It's with referees, and it's you know, it's a really good class football, really good.
Would you play American football?
Nah, I can't.
Mad, isn't it?
I'm a one sport man and a one woman man nowadays.
Yeah, what about that? You've said that. You actually said that you've stopped I don't know whether the term was hunting, but you looking.
Putting a banana in the fruit bowl. That's the
That was
expression.
How quaint. She must be a very special lady.
Oh, she is.
Rachel.
I love her dearly. She's just everything I've ever wanted, so so happy.
Where did you meet? How did you meet?
A nightclub in Los Angeles called the Roxbury. She was there shooting a CoverGirl commercial, and I was there with some other blonde.
Well, there's a surprise, right? You were with a blonde, yeah?
And she walked in, and she was just staggering, you know. But you know, beauty isn't skin deep. She's. I think why we get on so well is she's a New Zealander, and I think the Brits and the New Zealanders and the Australians are very close culturally, and we just laugh at all the same things. And there's many more things to it than that, but I won't go into it. Not on a family show, Des.
I think she'd like to hear that woman over there. They say that you did an impression of her on the video that she'd done when you met her that night in the club. Is that right?
Yeah. And she played really hard to get. She had this Keep Fit video out where she was doing muscles and all this, and I sort of did that, and she just walked away, didn't want to know. And that, of course, when that happens to a guy, you love it. You like the chase. You like to be turned down the first time.
Are you listening, ladies out there? So how long did it take before you and her were sort of...
We did it.
No!
10 days. 10 days. 10 days. This. 10. That's why I call playing hard to get.
Well, 10 days before the first kiss. I mean, that's a long while. Now, you've been married 6 years?
Yeah.
Got 2 lovely kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they goody kids? Because you were a goody kid. A real goody kid at school, weren't you? You were. Yeah, I'd send you a prefect, monitor.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you doing
House captain. Football captain.
I can't believe
cricket
that. A little
captain,
crawler.
Yeah. I was a little crawler. I don't know what went wrong. But yeah, they're great. They're really good. It's I've got 5 kids altogether, 2 teenagers. They're a bit more of a worry, looking after them, especially in Los Angeles.
Do you ever all get together? Is that a problem because of obvious reasons?
No, it's not a problem. Yeah. You know, I get on with the other 2 mothers extremely well. I talk to them all the time. I see the kids all the time. So it's difficult getting 5 kids under one roof at the same time. But when it happens, I'm so proud. Yeah. You know.
And would a little boy be a footballer? This is a daft question.
Well, I take him down to pitch every day. If he wants to play, he will. If he doesn't, it won't break my heart.
He'll play, knowing you.
Yeah,
anyone that will get on a plane from Hollywood for one afternoon at Hampden Park, I mean,
I must be mad. But, you know, it's worthwhile. I love it.
You know, sitting with you, Rod, and this stupid thing to say, but it's the fact that all the years we've both been in the business, I never met you before.
No, we haven't.
And you sitting here seem to be very normal. I mean, you don't see the people at trash rooms. Did you ever do any of that in the heyday? Did you?
Yeah, you're kidding. We started it with the Faces and the Who were the first bands to ever do it.
What did you do? Throw TVs out and...
Well, in the old days, it was frustration because you wouldn't get the service or the respect if you're booking into a hotel that you should get. You pay top dollar, and they tend to, in those days, look down at people in rock and roll, and that was our way of getting back at them. Plus the fact we always had too much energy, but those days are gone nearly.
Here you are, you know, you're not short of a couple of bob.
Oh, hi.
You've had a lot of hit records, you packed concerts, there have been beautiful women in your life. Where did it all go wrong?
Oh, let's have a drink.
Rod Stewart, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to sing a song for us now from the album. This one is the title. It's called, what is it
If We Fall in Love Tonight.
Well, if any more of those pictures in the suspenders you were wearing...
I've got no chance.
Rod Stewart's going to sing the new song. If You Fall in Love Tonight. Thanks, Rod.
Thank you. Play the video.
Thank you.